And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy here.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? You met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Richter, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How do you do it?
you
Teach me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but.
Wait, hold up.
You got it.
I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this with
when
you.
it, when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well out there and enjoying your Friday. It's Friday, baby. Woo! It's Friday. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you to the baby Jesus that we got through this week. Thank you. You ever make love? I'm sorry, I'll stop. Anyway. Oh, shoot. Anyway, I fixed it. No more echo. Thank you guys so much. So, good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well out there and all that. I do appreciate you guys coming in, enjoying the show and all that. Sorry about that echo. I got it fixed. Hopefully. Yes, Siri said it's better. So good. I'm glad that it's better. All right. So, good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are all enjoying your Friday. It is Friday. Thank you, Jesus. It's Friday. It has been a long week for a lot of us. It's been a couple days in out of being locked up, and I'm very happy right now. And we're going to continue to try to be on our P's and Q's and be as best as we can. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to be good boys to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Right, David?
Yeah. Behave for a while at least.
Yeah. For a while. No, I'm kidding. For a long while, okay? But you should, Mark Jones said, you should use that, the echo on the introduction. It's dope, Pascal. Stadium effect. Okay. I'm gonna have to try that another time then and just mess with everybody's eardrums, right? But anyway, before we jump into the news and everything, someone just asked. I gotta find that comment one more time. Games and Gossip. Games and Gossip just said, "Oh, I was wondering. I'm seeing all the clips from the countdown. Did Pascal have a show that was syndicated?" Okay, I didn't have a syndicated show. It wasn't like it was playing in other parts of the world, but I did have a local talk show here in my hometown. So on TV, yes, I was on TV for 2 years, and it was fun. It was fun. But then I realized that the internet is king. The internet is king. The internet is the way of the future. Okay? So I opted to jump into the internet and do my thing over here. So yes, I used to have a television late night talk show. Just so you guys know. I know some of you guys already heard this story, like, bruh, we already know this saga. Like, let's move on, bruh. How many Spider-Mans and Batmans can we listen and watch through? You know what I mean? We already know the origin story. Quit giving us the origin story. So, I'm not going to bore everyone with that stuff, but at the same time, I will say that, yes, I used to have a TV show. It was a talk show. I had the desk, the suits, the couch, the band. I used to have all that stuff. And there's a good possibility, I don't know if I should say anything, David. I don't know if I should say anything. There's a good, I'll say it anyway. There's a good possibility of some of those elements coming back into the show. I'll just say that. That's as much as I can say. Keep your eye out for next week. That's all I'm going to say as well. Keep your eye out for next week. Next week is going to be fun. It's not going to be like a whole week of stuff. It's only going to happen on 1 week, on one day. But it is something fun. I'm very excited about it. I'll explain a little bit later on in the show today. So I'm actually happy that Games and Gossip asked that question. You know what I mean? Because it's a perfect segue into what I will be talking about a little bit later on today. Part of our things I find dope for the day. So anyway, moving on. We got my boy David in the house, man. David, what's a guam?
Hey, man. It's everything's good. Hi to everyone in chat here. I'm glad it's Friday myself. I'm tired. I'm ready for the weekend.
You're
but
tired?
I'm glad to be here. Actually, later today, I'm pretty excited. My friend is giving a presentation at the local university. He's like working on astronomy stuff too, and basically he did a paper on tracing all the recent UFO sightings and relating them basically to the Tsar Bomba, which is the largest nuke we've ever launched, which they would have probably been able to see at that range, and track it out to like the star system about 1.5 light years away, which actually lines up perfectly with the response time. So if there was somebody living in that nearest solar system, then the UFOs we see would have responded exactly at the right time in response to the Tsar Bomba nuke that the Russians launched as a test. So that's his presentation today. It's pretty. I'm interested to see the whole thing.
That's so dope, man. Congratulations. Well, you know, you're super smart. You know, you wicked smart. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that you have wicked smart people around you as well. So that's really cool. Let me know. Like, are you going to be attending this, or is this going to be a live stream type of thing?
I'm attending it.
Oh, that's dope.
I don't know if they're streaming it anywhere. I haven't heard about it though.
They should. I mean, that's kind of the way things are nowadays, right? Because of this, you know, because of that Rona. So I get so scared to even talk about use the word now. But because of that, you know what I'm saying? That is very fascinating though. And definitely let me know how that goes. You know what I mean? And if it is streaming somewhere, let me know, because then I'd love to be able to. I'm sure there's some people that would be interested in the chat, in the family, that would love to know more about it. So I can put it in the Discord, or you put the link in the Discord if you get some time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll check and let everyone know.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful, man. Do me a favor though. Can you do me a favor, David?
What's up?
Can you go big ups? Just do it for me.
Big ups.
Thank you. Do that one more time. So big ups.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
A little more throaty back
big
there.
Ups.
It's like the big gulp. Yeah. There you go. Gotta get that G harder.
Yeah, don't hit that R. Don't hit the hard R. Okay. Thank you, David. Wow, you just made my day. Y'all better give some likes for that. You know what I'm saying? He said it sounded like you said big gulp, like you're going to a 7-Eleven, but we good. We good. I appreciate you, man. Big ups. Chetina. You know what I'm saying? I love you, man. You're amazing. Anyway, moving on to the stories. We got to jump into the stories, guys. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of time, and there's a lot to break down. There's a huge story going on, and honestly, David and I are going to literally tag team this story because this one's huge, okay? Matt Gaetz has been officially exposed by his partner, basically, in a letter exposing him about him having, let's just say, relations with someone younger than the legal age. That's the best way I could say it without getting in too much trouble. So we got to get into this story because this story is absolutely insane. This story broke last night whilst we were all ever so gently resting our heads on our pillows. Hopefully y'all have pillows. Shout out to my people who are not with a home right now. You know, we're thinking of you, okay? Because I know that it's hard out here in these streets, real talk. Now, this is absolutely nuts. Bombshell letter. Gaetz paid for the S word with a person of a younger age, says his wingman. The fact that they say wingman is something else. Look at this guy. This is the wingman right here. Okay? And look at this. I'm not going to roast these guys too much today. All right. Let's get into this story. Okay. A confession letter written by Joel Greenberg in the final months of the Trump presidency claims that he and close associate Representative Matt Gaetz paid for sex with multiple women, as well as a girl that was 17 at the time. This is from a letter from his wingman, y'all. Wingman, okay? On more than one occasion, this individual was involved in activities with several of the other girls. The congressman from Florida's 1st Congressional District and myself, Greenberg wrote in reference to the underage girl. From time to time, gas money or gifts, rent, or partial tuition payments were made to several of these girls, including the individual who is not yet of age. I did see the acts occur firsthand, and Venmo transactions, CashApp, or other payments were made to these girls on behalf of the congressman. All right. Now, he was sitting there. This letter was written after Greenberg, who was under federal indictment, asked Roger Stone. We're bringing in Roger Stone. Remember that guy? Yeah. Was asked Roger Stone to help him secure a pardon from then President Donald Trump. Now, a series of private messages starting in late 2020, also recently obtained by the Daily Beast, which is the article that we're reading, shows a number of exchanges between Greenberg and Stone conducted over the encrypted messaging app Signal, with conversations set to disappear. However, Greenberg obviously, screenshot a number of these conversations. Now, this is what he said to Stone. If I get you $250,000 in Bitcoin, would that help? Or is that not a financial matter? This is what he said to Stone. He continues, Stone replies saying, I understand all of this and have taken it into consideration. I will know more in the next 24 hours. I cannot push too hard because of the nonsense surrounding pardons. Now, remember, Trump was in the middle of, let's just say, pardoning like everybody under the sun, okay? He pardoned everybody. I think he had like the most pardons ever in the history of presidents or something like that. So I'm not surprised that Gaetz, Greenberg might have been reaching out to Roger Stone being like, hey, bruh, like, let me throw you a couple shekels in a cryptocurrency, and see if you can hook me up here. Okay. Now, Stone wrote again, he said, I hope you're prepared to wire me $250,000 because I feel confident. Stone wrote to Greenberg on January 13th. Now, obviously, there's a lot of like conversations here going back and forth. He's explaining things like Greenberg's explaining to Stone about MG. That's what he was saying. That's his code word for, I guess, Matt Gaetz' involvement with everything. Of course, Stone is retrieving all this information. Now, this part was something that I found very, 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 very interesting. Okay. In those letters. All right. In those letters, Greenberg detailed his relationship with Gaetz. He confessed to paying women for the S word. And he claimed that he, Gaetz, and others had relations with a minor they believed to be 19 at the time. Greenberg said he learned she was underage on September 4th, 2017 from an anonymous, quote unquote, anonymous tip and quickly contacted Gaetz. Immediately, I called the congressman and warned him to stay clear of this person and informed him that she was not of age. All right. He was equally shocked and disturbed by the revelation. Greenberg continued in the handwritten draft that he confronted the then underage girl and explained to her how serious of a situation this was, how many people she had put in danger. She apologized and recognized that by lying about her age, she endangered many people. He continued. There was no further contact with this individual until after her 18th birthday. But after she reached the age of legal consent in Florida, Greenberg reestablished contact. Yeah. This gets really crazy here, guys. So, as the Daily Beast previously reported, about 5 months after her 18th birthday, good God, 18th birthday, Gaetz sent Greenberg $900 in 2 Venmo transactions entitled Test and another titled Hit Up Blank. The blank contained a nickname for this girl, and Greenberg paid her and 2 other women a total of $900 about 6 hours later. Okay? Now, in this confession letter, he also admitted he facilitated Gaetz' transactions with college students and paid them on his behalf. All of the girls were in college or post-college, and it was not uncommon for either myself or the congressman to help any one of these girls financially, whether it was a car payment, a flight home to see their family, or something as simple as helping pay a speeding ticket, Greenberg wrote. Now, this is the craziest stuff right here. Get ready. This is nuts. This part is absolutely insane. Okay? All right. A partial record of Greenberg's Venmo and CashApp transactions suggests that payments were usually for a lot more than just quote-unquote gas money. The Daily Beast identified more than 150 Venmo payments from Greenberg to women, as well as more than 70 other additional payments on the Cash App that were generally between $300 and $500, though some exceeded $1,000. Let me just say this one more again, okay? More than 150 transactions via Venmo that were between $300, $500, and sometimes $1,000. 150 payments. Okay? The Daily Beast also talked to 12 of the more than 40 different women who received money. And they all said they understood Greenberg was paying them at least in part for sex. I'm just saying. One more again for the people in the nosebleed seats, baby. 150 Venmo payments, and we're only looking at Venmo payments, baby. And if we're looking at just $300, let's just say the minimum, that's a whole lot of quiche, y'all. That's a whole lot of quiche. And all of them, 12 of more than 40 different women. They were getting busy. More than busy. I mean, this is full on, this is crazy, y'all. Okay? So, these girls all knew what they were walking into. They all knew what they were there for. To, do their damn thing and move on and get paid. Glorified high, what's the word? Glorified high-class sex workers, basically, but on the low. You know what I mean? On the DL. So, David, continue, please.
Yeah, so, I mean, we know a lot about, before this as well, that he has been associated with several other people that have had possible sexual relations with underage people, and they're all under investigation. I mean, we weren't talking too long ago about him flying over state lines, possibly with a 17-year-old. So when you combine it with this, that just further, kind of shows that it's probably true. I mean, Matt Gaetz to me is trying to play this off as like he's trying to suggest it's some kind of benevolent thing, but we all basically know what it's for. And the girls, it seems, at least the ones that the news interviewed, knew very well that it was for sex. And the fact that he's targeting, people that just became 18 is, questionable in its own. But multiple incidences with people that are the age of 17, clearly he's trying to kind of get to that, that barely legal age as it is. So he has probably some sort of fascination with underage girls. Otherwise, a grown man wouldn't be at a college picking up basically freshmen. And that seems to be the one he's going for. It's always the youngest of the freshmen. And if it's legal, I guess that's whatever. But at the same time, he's just waiting until they're not children, like Greenberg, I think you said. You found out that one of the girls he was having relations with was underage, so he stopped until she was just 18. I mean, that's basically grooming right there. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that, we've had a few, we've been seeing this pop up a little bit more with like Epstein and other people, but these networks are definitely there, it seems. And even though some people are trying to make it seem ambiguous what he was doing there, it's really clear cut for it. I mean, if you take the net money, he spent over probably $50,000 to $60,000 on these girls, and like they said, they all knew it was at least impartial for sexual interaction, and so he is. At the very least, they can get him for prostitution at that case, probably for grooming as well. But the multiple instances of him being with girls that are under 17, the FBI is still investigating the possible human trafficking claim of him traveling with a 17-year-old over state lines. And now they have this as well. And we can't forget that he was the only person in the entire House to vote against the anti-human trafficking bill in 2017. He was the only one that voted against laws to protect children and other people from human trafficking.
Dirty ass bird. Dirty ass bird.
Yeah, it's clear from the beginning kind of what he's going for. He's the only one that voted no on that bill. He's flown over state lines with 17-year-olds that he was in some sort of relationship with. Now we have people that are directly related to him pretty much confessing themselves doing the exact same things they're reporting him as doing. So it's unlikely that they're lying, because they're putting themselves out there as well when that same exact message. Several people did investigate, like PolitiFact and Media Bias, and a few other of the fact checkers. Basically, he was the only single person that voted against the bill, and there wasn't even any resistance. There wasn't even any resistance amongst Republicans.
Nobody was tripping.
Anyone in the House.
Notice nobody was tripping. Same thing. I have to say this, and we said this before we started this morning. Same thing with Josh Hawley. I'm sorry, but you need to keep an eye on people who are voting against things that should be voted for unanimously. You shouldn't even bat an eye to that kind of thing. That should be a dead giveaway on what kind of person, what kind of politician you have voted in to office. This dude right here, this Matt Gaetz dude, voted against sex trafficking. What the hell? What the hell? Clearly he was okay with it. Okay? Clearly. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. And don't get me wrong, here it is, you know what I'm saying? Sex workers and all that, more power to you. If that's the life and that's the profession that you want to do, fine. Just do it legally, y'all. But this is a whole other level of disgusting. Okay? This is a whole other level of absolute, this is disgusting. And the fact that this guy is hiding in plain sight, doing all this stuff, smiling and trying to be like, I'm going to fight against this till I can't fight about it no more. But then you have this letter that has come out, which, by the way, had been drafted several different times. They had a specialist. It was drafted, typed several times, and written a couple times. Handwritten. They had a handwriting specialist go in. That's part of the article I did not read. I skipped all that BS. But anyway, there was a handwriting specialist that came in, and they analyzed the handwriting of the actual handwritten letter and some other documents that Greenberg had signed and written out and all that stuff. And guess what? 100% this is a letter that was written by this man's hand, confessing to everything. Now, I'm not trying to throw. Sorry, man. Real quick. I'm not trying to throw. Surprise. I'm not trying to throw anybody like Roger Stone under the bus or Bush or Trump. Not trying to sit here. That's a whole other conversation in itself. Okay. Now, doesn't mean that Trump had anything to do with knowing what was going on. Roger Stone did, though. And Roger Stone was trying to make some money. Whether that money was going to Trump or that they were in cahoots, that they were going to split up the cash or something like that, we do not know. All we know is that Roger Stone knew about something, said, how about $250,000? How about you just fork over $250,000 real quick, baby? And let me see what I can do, because the pardons and everything, all the backlash that's surrounding these pardons. Maybe Trump didn't know anything. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm playing the other side of the fence. Maybe Trump didn't know. Maybe didn't get to Trump. That could very well be a possibility. We have to play that hand too. But Roger Stone knew what was going on. He knew exactly what's going on. But Roger Stone is the guy to be the one to know all the dirty. He's the one to know all the dirt. Whether Trump knew about it, we do not know. Okay? But, long story short, Matt Gaetz is a dirty son of a gun. That is a dirty bird. And he just got his ass exposed. So where are you going to run to? Who are you going to run to? No one. Trust.
And it's likely, too, that there are a lot more transactions in this. I don't remember which one of them was. I think it was Stone mentioned a 250,000 Bitcoin exchange, $50,000 in Bitcoin, I think it was, which is, I think Venmo just added Bitcoin this month. So before this, they would have been using your standard Bitcoin tumbler, which means that all the money they exchanged in Bitcoin, unless they personally kept records of it, that they confiscate, they're not going to have evidence of that money exchange unless, like I said, if they paid it directly to somebody and they kept a record of it. That's the only way they're going to know how much they did with the Bitcoin, because by the way it tumbles, it's history. Like you don't know exactly who used it. You know where it's been, but you don't know who's used it. So
absolutely,
yeah. So there's a lot of hidden money right there in the Bitcoins too.
Police accountability report. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Just said something really quick. Roger Stone knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak, because he supplied the shovels and dirt. Facts, hard facts. PAR, hard facts, hard facts. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Like I said, not knocking that. Like as far as the side of the girls and all that. Hey, here it is. You know what I mean? Like. Ain't no shame, lady. Do your thing. All right. Just make sure you ahead of the game. That's it. And make sure it's consensual and that you're of age. Mang. That's it. But at the same time, you're not asking for a private dancer that is underage like that. That is not good.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I mean, everyone their own if you like 18-year-olds, but I mean, to me, like someone of his age, I wouldn't expect them to be prowling for 18-year-olds. People generally over like 23 or 25 don't really like teenagers,
bruh,
because they're annoying.
But it's like, yeah, what? Like, no, and I don't even like, and even myself, it's like, imagine how does that thing go down? You know what I'm saying? Otis B, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Said sending shout out from Illinois. What up, Otis B? Thank you so much. I think I missed one other one. I feel like a jerk because I think I missed one. Yes, Jacqueline. Oh my God, sweetheart Jacqueline. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat as well. She says, welcome back, Pascal. Welcome back. It feels good to be back, baby. But back into it real quick. How does somebody pick up girls in college when you a grown ass man? You a grown ass man. You already talking about 401ks and Roth IRAs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't know who Bryce Hall is, or Addison Rae or any of the Demilasinos. You know what I'm saying? You know, the TikTokers, the Tiki-Talkers. You don't know that stuff. So how are you going in and trying to hook up with these young girls? How did they get connected? That's the question. Or is he on the campus going, hey, you're Cuban. Hey, excuse me. Like, how does that happen? You know what I mean? Full on suit. Just chilling in the cut. How does that happen? How does that happen? It's weird.
Money.
It's weird, man. Unless they're working through something else. And like I said before, in many shows before, there's something higher up working this system. And maybe he's just calling into an a group or an organization or something to make this happen. Because there's no way on God's green earth you're going to see this grown ass man on a campus trying to throw numbers and trying to throw game and shoot his shot to a bunch of girls. It makes no sense to me.
I mean, this guy's 40 years old, and it's not unreasonable that he might have had ties to other people like Epstein. I mean, this isn't an isolated incident amongst politicians or celebrities. Unfortunately, I mean, we've seen a lot of this over the past year, so it's very possible he is connected to some sort of network, or basically there's more people like Maxine Giswell out there who basically are just scouts for these people, and obviously they're getting the girls from somewhere. So they were already getting these girls from somewhere.
Facts.
And it's quite possible Matt Gaetz is using the same sources to find the vulnerable girls.
That's what I'd like. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong if you're of age. I'm your private dancer for money. Like, it's okay. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Get your Tina Turner on. I don't care. But you're not of age. And these guys are running around doing this dirty. And they are not the only ones. Let's not remember that. Let's not forget that. Okay? They are not the only ones. All right? So hopefully this will open up a whole can of worms and we will have more truth come out. You see what I'm saying? We need more truth to come out, because Matt Gaetz is not the only one and Greenberg is not the only one, y'all. And the fact that, okay, and on top of this, let's talk about this a little bit, okay? You got Roger Stone, okay? You got Roger mother-loving Stone. Roger knows where the bodies are buried, Stone, okay? Knowing this situation. And he's just like, yeah, man, just, how about you just send me $250,000? We good, baby. I just need to talk to my partner here. He's just a little busy. You know what I mean? Like, why does Roger Stone look like he is the head of Slytherin? I'm sorry. Doesn't he look a little bit reptilian? That's just me. Anyway, moving on. But the fact that he sat there and didn't bat an eye and say, hey, just send me some of that Bitcoin. Just send me a $250,000 in Bitcoin. And the fact that he didn't bat an eye to it says a lot. That exposes a whole lot. Like I said, there's some really dirty things going on. Really, really dirty things going on, in my personal opinion. And I hope that this moment wakes everybody up and makes this guy expose more. When they say drain the swamp, hopefully they drain the swamp, because this guy just got, I mean, he is full on exposed. Like, he got some splaining to do. You know what I mean? But it feels so good. Because, the accusations come out and everyone sits there and goes, it's not true. These are false allegations. I'm going to fight. I'm never going to back down until the truth comes out. Well, the truth has come out. Your friend, your wingman, bro code, bro, gone. He annihilated bro code. That bro code annihilated. Beautiful Walking, thank you so much for joining the family. Thank you so much for being a member. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully today's show is entertaining enough for y'all. But it does feel good when the truth does come out. When bad people get exposed. You know what I'm saying? False accusations one thing, but when the truth does come out, it just feels so damn delicious. Sorry to say it, but it's delicious. Spock, can you save me? $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says he goes on to different high school. He goes on to different high school and college campuses, pretending to mentor them. Google all his pics with high school girls. See that just irks my soul. Real talk. It just irks my soul. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, he did that.
He really did do that. So he's like, "Oh, you're cute. What's up?" Or anytime he saw a girl in front of a camera hitting the whoa, he was like, "Yes, hi, I'm Matt Gaetz, my buddy."
He was mentoring at middle schools too.
Nice to meet you. You know what I mean? He was a mentor at where?
At middle schools. I mean, he even posted himself.
Disgusting.
2009. He said, "I'm mentoring today at Pryor Middle School."
That's gross.
Yep.
He's like, about to go hunting. That's gross. That's wrong and gross. How dare? Anyway, gross. Somebody said Matt Gaetz looks like he's a member of Whoville. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
Actually, yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to roast him like this, but when you get caught like this, and you're trying to fake the funk, and you're going, I'm not a bad guy. I'm gonna fight this till no, but then your friend exposes you like this. Man, it feels good to be a gangster. You know what I mean? Woo! Let's see. Police accountability report. Yes, sunlight is the best disinfectant. The truth will come out, but people will have to demand it. Facts. And the thing is that what's so frustrating about all this is that you got people out here that will sit there and go, no matter what, because they lean to the right? So you have these people, regardless if they're getting caught, they won't talk about it, or they'll defend him till they die. And it's like, just because of what side of the aisle he stands on. And that's BS. That's absolute BS, and it's BS. Like I said, if this was a man on the left, if he was Democrat, I'd still be exposing that ass. I'd still be talking about it. And I'd still be reacting the exact same way I'm reacting right now. Doesn't matter. Evil is still evil. Real talk. Evil is still evil. And it doesn't matter if you're red, blue, black, polka dotted, purple, green, don't matter. Evil is still evil. And I find it very interesting that people on the right, especially these other media junkets, aren't really talking about this. They're not approaching this conversation. They're dodging this like a mug. But if he was Democrat, they would be ripping him apart right now, y'all. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, there's really only one thing I've heard from Republicans, and it's not really been circulated, but I mean, they've said it. So the top Republican in the U.S. House, they're saying that basically if Matt Gaetz is indicted, he should be removed immediately. So one of the representatives, Michael Waltz, said, "I find the allegations to be very disturbing. I'm a father of a 17-year-old girl." And a few other of the House Republican members just kind of saying that as well. McCarthy says, "If he's indicted, we would remove him. But remember, in America, everyone is innocent until proven guilty." And so that's all we've got from them so far, really. But so far, it looks like only 5 people have ever been removed from Congress. So that would be, I mean, it's precedented, but it's not too frequent. So it would be a fairly considerable thing to do. I hope they do that because, I mean, I think they should do whatever they want, but they should definitely keep an eye on him, whether or not he's indicted. And I would continue to prepare to get rid of him right now if I was in their shoes.
They better get his ass indicted. He better get his ass totally indicted. That's exactly what he deserves. He is I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it. Just to be completely honest, I'm fully not with it. And if they're going to try to find, you know how it is, they're going to try to find some loophole. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's frustrating about this as well. And it shouldn't be like that. He did a very, very bad thing. Okay? He did a very bad thing. And he needs to be held accountable for it. And he needs to step up and talk about it and expose anybody else that might be involved in this too. Because they say in the article as well that it wasn't just him and Greenberg, like they were sharing women. But it sounds like they weren't the only ones in the same room with these women. Real talk. Okay? Melanin Queen, thank you so much for the $15 super chat. They say, hello, David. Pascal, love the show. It's nice to see that. Sorry, you've come so far in a short amount of time. So entertaining and easy on the eyes. She's talking about you, David. I see big things for you. Stay strong, fam. Melanin Queen, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for the $15 super chat. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. What a great Friday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got the Tyler Perry stand-in and we got one of the extras from Game of Thrones. So it's great. You see what I'm saying? Just what you needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about hot tub meta. Oh, this is for the fellas, I think. A lot of girls are not going to be happy about this conversation. Real talk. Hot tub meta. Why? Why does it even exist? That's the question that we're going to be talking about here very, very soon. Something light for Friday. Anyway, we'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Williams talks about Cult of 45.
I once told my neighbor that in the Cult of 45, you either live free or die hard. And then my neighbor replied, well, you're already living free. Why don't you just die hard? F that guy. Yeah. F that guy. In the Cult of 45, we say all lives matter. But we don't really mean it. The f*** is this?
The greatness of Cult of 45.
Who did this? Y'all wrong. Tastes like horse.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood. We inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points. animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking around, being a part of the conversation today. What a good Friday. I appreciate all you guys and all your energy. You guys are really, really amazing. And if you haven't done it yet, please hit that like button down below. Let's not forget that. And most definitely crush that subscribe button if you are a first-time viewer of this show. I do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I do a Tuesday through Thursday show evening time as well, so you get me twice in the middle of the week, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We get to talk, chop it up, have some phone calls, and talk about other crazy, outlandish-ish. It wouldn't be a show like, it wouldn't be the Pascal Show without it being outlandish and crazy. So please go hit that like button, crush that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that join button for $4.99 a month. I keep giving you your stories of the day. So please go hit that join button down below. Join the Pascal Show family chat, and let's get into it. Anyway, we got to jump into this next piece of the show. Now, a lot of people are going to sit here and go, "What the hell are you talking about, man? What is this? What is this thing called hot tub meta?" Okay? Now, this is something I've been seeing all throughout the internet. Mainly on Twitch. Okay, this is a thing that you see on Twitch. It's absolutely nuts. I still don't get it. It makes no sense to me at all. But we're going to look at what hot tub meta is. Now, hot tub meta is a thing that's on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on Twitch, that is getting fairly popular. Okay, and to me, I think it's absolute trash. Just to be completely straight funky with you guys. Now, there have been some people that have a lot of other creators on Twitch. I know this is kind of a Twitch. I know that this is not a show where we usually talk about stuff like this, but we do talk about everything that's crazy. So we definitely got to talk about this because this is a thing that is fairly popular on YouTube. And hold on one second. I am going to show you just a shot, a screen, like not a screenshot, but a shot of what the hell hot tub meta is. It is exactly what you think it sounds like. It is people hanging out, scantily clad, in a blow up hot tub. Like an inflatable hot tub. I'm not kidding. I'm just showing you a screenshot. I'm not playing this video, but this is hot tub meta. As you can see, this is literally a category. This is literally something that you can type into Twitch and find girls that are in bikinis, scantily clad, in a blow up hot tub. I didn't even know hot tubs came inflatable. Real talk. I didn't even know this issue even existed, y'all. But this is very real. Huh?
I thought they were just hanging out in kiddie pools, to be real. I didn't know
this looks like a glorified kiddie pool. I don't see the water bubbling. I don't see no nothing. Okay? I don't see not a damn thing. I don't see anything. All I see is water and some colored LED lights under the water to give it a little bit of that, streamer type of vibe in an inflatable damn pool. Literally. Maybe they boiled a bunch of hot water and then threw it in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Inquiring minds would like to know. Does this thing actually heat up? My brothers and sisters, fam, please tell me. If y'all know, please let me know. Okay? Because I'd really like to know. Now, this has been an ongoing issue throughout throughout Twitch. Why? Because there's a lot of male Twitch streamers that are feeling some type of way about women being able to secure them bags to make it the monies, streaming scantily clad in water. By the way, these hot tub metas are allegedly very popular. Go figure. I mean, are you surprised? Think about it. Any prepubescent boy that is looking for something to entertain themselves with, all they got to type in is go into Twitch, and there it is. Free. For their viewing pleasure. Now, a lot of these girls are out here making bank. Hella bank. Standing in the pool or in their makeshift kiddie pool, hanging out and doing exactly that. Some girls are doing even worse things. Some girls are wearing, and it's even beyond just hot tub meta. There are girls that are in full-on lingerie, jumping on trampolines. There's girls who are doing yoga moves in, G-strings and lingerie type stuff, saying that they're cosplaying. And if you don't know what cosplay is, then I don't know how to explain it. It's people who dress up like their favorite comic book or anime character. But a lot of girls will wear very scantily clad, a lot of the female comic book characters are skin tight clothing, or they're basically wearing lingerie, kicking ass and taking names. So they go and they dress up like these said comic book characters, and then they do ridiculous stuff like yoga, like stuff like that. Okay? Yeah, go ahead, David.
Yeah, I was going to say, they have actually had some problems with that in the past. YouTube has as well. There was like a spat of nude yoga last 2-3 months ago. It was supposed to be along the lines of this is healthy, so you can show everyone. But everyone's taking advantage of it for a month or two, and then Twitch and YouTube cracked down on everyone because people were just using it for YouTube porn, basically. I guess softcore, but that's what they were using it for. So it's not too surprising that this is happening. I do have some information. It seems like they were interviewed by Kotaku and Twitch. So it looks like in general, you're right. The top five growing Twitch streamers right now are all part of the hot tub meta thing.
Yep.
So that's where they're all from. One of them is reporting that she ended up getting 200,000 followers on Twitch, and she had a pretty small channel 2 months ago. But it does look like they are hot tubs. She says that in December of 2020, she went on Amazon to purchase a blow up hot tub.
Yep.
She says, I wanted some kind of different content, and no one else was doing it. I got a couple of LED lights to go inside, and when I arrived, I began streaming. Views took off pretty quickly, and my following started to grow pretty fast.
Of course they did. Now, hold on really quick. I did have a super chat I wanted to give a shout out to really quick. So I want to make sure that I cover all the super chats because sometimes I miss them. So Police Accountability Report, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Happy to support this important conversation and amazing channel. Thank you so much for your support. Continue. I'm sorry, man. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't left.
Yeah. So, like I said, there's other ones as well. Twitch has made some minor modifications to announcements so that it doesn't point out that they're hot tub metas all the time, because they have had to ban a lot of people, it looks like. Even some of the top ones, like Indie Fox, I guess, is the second top one right now. She was banned 4 times in the past several months for bannable offenses in the hot tub.
She just got banned. She just got banned. So I have been getting a lot of alerts about people commenting, because there's other commentators that I do watch that commentate on things like this about hot tub meta, etc., that are just sitting there going why is this okay? Why, if somebody says something else, says something, they get banned. But then you can have a woman, scantily, like literally close to naked in water, and that person is making millions of dollars, not only just on their stream on Twitch, but also they're grabbing people who are stroking to them on their Twitch. They're also going and dragging those people who are doing that over to their OnlyFans account. And so they're not only making money off of their streams on there, they're getting more money off of their OnlyFans as well. They're making money on top of monies on top of monies. And so there's a lot of guys out here that are going, hey, this is not fair. This is BS. This shouldn't be happening. These accounts should be getting struck down, banned, etc.
There's a lot of angry female channels too, because I don't know about like the other types of Twitch channels, but like for the gaming channels, there are a lot of girls that just play games in like normal clothes or whatever, like normal people, and I know they're angry too. I mean, just because everyone's like, I mean, it's pretty much the same as any show. People are putting out like a lot of work for their shows, interacting with the audience and everything, and they're kind of mad that these people show up with just taking off their clothes and then get 300,000 subs in 2 months. And for the most part, they're funneling them off to OnlyFans, like you said, because Twitch usually only goes by a subscription thing. You can do like tips or whatever, but for the most part, you're not making big money on Twitch. I mean, it's basically operated by tips. So, well, I guess she's making big money. These girls are making big money now, but it takes a lot of work to get there for most people.
I mean, true, but if you are somebody who is, that has no problem showing off your décolletage, you have no problem showing off cleavage, you have no problem showing off some cheeks, and I'm not talking about the cheeks on your face. You know what I'm saying? If you have no problem doing those things, then bang, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're going to make a crap ton of money. And yes, a lot of the other girls that don't do that kind of stuff, that are just streaming games, or they're just going on there and just talking on camera, they're upset because they're going, well, what the heck? Like, so now I have to just throw off all my clothing to have you listen to me talk? And most of the time, the girls that are doing these Twitch streams in hot tub, I don't think that they're saying anything profound. It's not like you're going in there. There used to be a channel on YouTube. I don't know if it still exists anymore, but it used to be called, I think it was like Hot for Words, right? And it was a gorgeous woman, right? And all of her thumbnails were her just like scantily clad, lots of clickbait, right? But she would teach you the meaning of a right? So you click on it, you look, and then, obviously she was scantily clad, but she was also talking about something. These girls that are on Twitch, they're just floating around on inflatable bananas. I'm not kidding. It's not like they're talking about politics in a bra. You see what I'm saying? They're scantily clad and just doing nothing and just asking for money. You see what I'm saying? So then basically you could say, okay, nothing wrong with it. Like I said, there ain't nothing wrong with that hustle. You know what I mean? Ride it till the wheels fall off, okay? Do it till you're satisfied. I get it. But at the same time, at some point, Twitch either has to realize that this is not good and this is infringing on the policies that they have put onto that platform, or they're going to have to strip see what I did there? Strip some of those things away and just let it be what it is. But now you're starting to see a lot of girls doing the same damn thing. And now the Twitch is becoming a little bit more on the side of sexually heavy rather than being someplace where people can go over and watch a guy play his video game or hear people talk. And that's what sucks. You know what I mean? That's what sucks.
Someone was asking if there are policies on Twitch. Yeah. You can get banned for that stuff. I know like there's some female streamers. They're just like, I guess, normal streamers. I don't watch them or anything, but they had like a slip of, under under their clothes, and they got temporarily like suspended for it. If you do it on purpose, I think you get banned. I know that like right now, one of the bigger Twitchers
Destiny.
is banned because
but it was a mistake. It was a mistake. And I understand that he's, you know, a little controversial, and he of course is one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there. But that was a mistake. You know, that was not intentionally, you know, putting things out there like that. So hopefully his ban isn't so bad. But like I said, that's just that's some other deeper Twitch conversation. But with this being said. With that being said, you know, I just think it's a very interesting thing. Like I said, I get it. If the hustle and they're able to find a loophole through that to make their money, hey, make your money, girl. Do your thing. Like I said before, you know what I mean? Ain't no shame. Just do your thing, right? Just make sure you ahead of the game. And I'm dead serious, because at some point they either are going to let it be what it is, and there's going to be more girls jumping onto Twitch, and it's going to be harder and harder for you to maintain or keep those viewers' interest, because there's always going to be somebody younger and hotter coming in. You know what I mean? Oh, have you seen such a, you know what I mean? You might be the flavor of the month, but then next thing you know, it's going to be flavor of the week, and there's going to be flavor. Then it's going to turn into flavor of the day. So if you got that, and you're on this thing, ride that till you can't ride it no more, and move the F on. Stack up on that bread and keep going, because at some point, I hope, because I don't like it, I'm not a fan of that stuff. I think it's trash. There's websites for that. There's specific websites for that. And I don't think it should be on there, but if it's on there and Twitch ain't batting an eye to it, hey man, do you make that money, like I said, till they can't make that money no more. Say again?
They are banning anyone that has slips in those tubs, so they are getting rid of ones that violate the rules. Twitch is a little different for people who don't use it. For the most part, it is a streaming service. You can store your videos on there, and some people do, but you actually have to activate that. It's optional. So for, you know, like the default Twitch user, they're not actually storing their videos. You watch them live, and then they go away. Like on our channel, on Pascal's Twitch channel, you know, he has them saved so you can go back and see them, but that's an option you have to turn on. So a lot of the things on Twitch get less moderated simply because there's not records of them. People say it and then go away, and unless somebody that's not part of the audience, unless like someone that's not part of the audience comes in and has a problem with it, a lot of times it'll probably just stay in that community and not come out because it's not recorded. So people that aren't huge fans aren't going to find it.
Facts. Marjan just said, are they over 21? I'm assuming that they're of age, legal age. So 18 plus. That's my assumption. Besides, they're not, it's not like they're nude. They're still in bikinis or some sort of lingerie or something like that. They're still in bikinis. So they're not violating any guidelines or terms of service, but at the same time, it is a thing where it's like, it's just like I said, it's getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Based on the Kotaku interviews, they're around 20 to 23 for the most part. I don't have the ages of every single one, though.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to be a little different, obviously. And there's a certain age range, I'm sure, that you can or cannot do said thing. But, you know, like I said, it is a weird conversation. It's a weird story. And it's going to keep doing what it does. You know what I mean? So, like I said, write it. The girls, if you're doing this already and you're making money, hey, do it like OnlyFans. Hey, I'm not going to knock your hustle, because that hustle's going to die soon. You see what I'm saying? That hustle's going to end at some point. Not everybody's going to be on OnlyFans forever, you know? So do what you need to do and keep it moving. That's what I think. But moving on to the next story, we got to jump onto this next story. This is a story that I found. I saw this a couple days ago, and I was like, I have got to talk about this one. And it has to do with a cop that harassed a black man at a diner or restaurant. And this cop was drunk. Yeah. This is, hold on, let me get this pulled up here. I found this absolutely fascinating.
Well,
We're going to take a look at this video. This dude drunk. Clearly this man is drunk. Let's take a look at this video. He's in uniform. He's a cop. And he's drunk. Let's take a look.
I'm telling you.
Why are you over here, sir?
Well, because I got called here for you.
For what? What did I do?
You have any ID on you?
No, I don't have to give you
No,
ID,
you do
sir.
have to.
For what, sir? What did I do, sir?
You do.
What did I do, sir?
Now, send me another unit.
Please bring your superior here, sir.
I am the superior.
No, you're.
I am the superior officer. My badge number's 4. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have ID.
I don't have to give you ID,
No,
sir.
you do
I'm
have
just
to.
sitting at lunch.
You
Why
do
are
have
here?
to show your ID.
Why are you here? No, I don't.
Yes, I do. I had a
What crime
call
did
on
I
you.
commit?
Get.
What crime
You
did
know
I
what?
commit?
Get up.
What
and
crime?
go outside.
I'm
Get up
asking
and go outside.
I'm asking you what crime
Get
did I
up
commit.
and go outside.
Sir, I'm asking you what.
I got called here for you, and I'm asking your identification.
Sir, what
Get up
did
and
you
go
do?
outside.
What was the call?
Get up and go outside.
Sir, that's not fair. That's not right.
No, it is fair.
That's not right, sir.
It's very fair.
That's not right. It's
and
all
it's
being
very
recorded.
right.
There you go. Racial profiling, man.
Oh, yeah,
man.
it's racial profiling.
Straight in here.
5104 County.
Look at him.
Look at this man. Does he not look like he's a little bit intoxicated? I mean, don't he look like he drunk? To me, he looks like he drunk. Let's continue.
5104. Oh, and 22431 22. Or, I'm sorry, 32431 272. Run that, please. Because this guy's saying that I'm racial profiling him.
By the way, clearly this dude is profiling the dude. If he's getting his ID and going, hey, run a background check on this guy. He wants to find something to bring him in for something. That's racial profiling like a mug. What are you going to say, David?
I actually looked into this ID stuff after the conversation we had the other day. So there's no federal law requiring anywhere in the U.S. that you have to have an ID or that you have to show an ID. And for most states, they are not you're not required to show it to them, nor are they allowed to ask for it. Only in 24 states, if they have an article or if they have suspicion that they can describe, like a report they can file, then they can ask for an ID. However, you are not required to have an ID anywhere in the country, so it's not illegal to not have one.
So it's not illegal to have an ID, and if they ask you for an ID, it is, and you refuse to present one, is that grounds for getting arrested?
No. It's not required to have one anywhere in the country unless you're for certain services, yes. But for traveling, as far as police go, you do not need to have an ID. You're allowed to not have an ID and just do whatever you want. Man, see, in that interesting, guys. Let's continue. That's very good information. So this gentleman here did not need, Townsend is his last name, Townsend did not need to present any ID to this officer at all. At all. And yet he still did. He still complied. He's still going with it. But this cop is trying to find something. And this guy's, oh yeah, I'm racial profiling.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. I don't like black people.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't like black people.
It's like that out here, man.
Oh, yeah, it's like that out here.
It's sad.
Everybody knows that I don't care whether you're white, brown, or tan.
Drunk, sir? Why are you looking like that, bro?
Because I'm tired of your attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
You hear that? I'm going to roll that back one more time so you hear what he just said. He's tired of who? He's tired of your attitudes. Hold on.
Why are you looking like that, bro?
Because I'm tired of your attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
Tired of your attitudes. Is he meaning Townsend's attitude or just black people's attitudes?
You do have an attitude.
Then they're back outside.
Okay, that's real. That's real. Yes, sir. But why am I being outside? Why am I being outside?
Is there anything on him? On him. Did you hear what they just said?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, so this guy was seriously trying to find something on this dude. We got more. Hold up. We got more clips, more updates on this story I want to pull up for you guys right quick, okay? But yes, that is part of the story. There's more developing story to this whole thing, and it's so bad. Hold on. Hold on one second, because there's a little bit of background story to this so that everyone can understand fully of what actually is going on here. And the thing is this man is clearly drunk as hell. But we have a video, we have a news clip that I want to show you guys, and it'll explain a little bit more. Let's take a listen.
A Vandergrift police officer is under fire for this video that's now gone viral. It shows him confronting a black man at a local restaurant, but not telling him why. Viewers sent us this video earlier today, and since then, we have been calling and emailing Vandergrift police and council members for a response, and we have yet to hear back. But the man in that video told Channel 11 Shelley Bortz he believes he was racially profiled.
Ryan, the man tells me he never did find out why police came to that restaurant this morning. He says he was the only black man in there and the only person the officer approached.
Well, because I got called here for you.
For what? What did I do?
Do you have any ID on you?
No, I don't have to give you ID,
No, you do have to.
For what, sir? What did I do, sir?
You do.
What did I do, sir?
Kyle, send me another unit.
It's a video that's gone viral in just a matter of hours. The clips were filmed by Marcus Townsend and shows an interaction between him and a Vandergrift police officer this morning inside a restaurant. The video, shared more than 1,000 times on social media, has sparked intense criticism and accusations of racial discrimination. Townsend says the officer walked up and started asking questions about his girlfriend's service dog.
He had just came in, just had a problem with the dog at first. He didn't want the dog in there. He wanted to see service papers, and we don't carry service papers. You know, it's just not necessary.
The 20-year-old and his girlfriend had just sat down at G&G restaurant. Not wanting to cause a problem, Townsend tells me he asked his girlfriend to take the dog home while he stayed to sort things out. He says that's when the situation escalated.
Whenever the dog went home, that's whenever I pulled my phone out, because he started talking about, well, you know, I'm over here, you know, you were smoking dope outside the restaurant. I was like, no, I wasn't smoking. You know, I just came in here to eat.
Townsend can be heard on the video repeatedly asking the officer what he did.
What did I do, sir?
You do.
What did I do, sir?
When the officer started getting more aggressive, according to Townsend, he finally showed him his ID. But Townsend tells me that wasn't good enough.
Get up and go outside.
I'm asking you what crime
Get up and go outside.
Sir, I'm asking you what...
I got called here for you, and I'm asking your identification.
Sir, what
Get up
did
and
you
go
do?
outside.
When I got outside, he sat me down, basically wanted to run a criminal background, wanted to see if I had warrants.
When the officer found out Townsend was clear, he still ordered him off the property, stating the manager didn't want him there. Townsend went back to the restaurant 40 minutes later, where the manager welcomed him, even snapping this picture with him.
He's like, no, I didn't. No, you're welcome here. What the hell are you talking about? This dude had the audacity. The officer had the audacity to try to get him off the premises, out of the restaurant, out of the facility, because of what reason again? No reason at all.
I don't think it would have been the same if I was white, if I didn't have the dreadlocks, tattoos.
After speaking with Townsend, I went to the Vandergrift Police Department to ask about this incident. I was told the chief wouldn't be in until Monday and that he's the only person allowed to give a statement. We also sent emails to the officer involved and the borough council, but have not heard back.
Emails.
I talked to the owners of G&G Restaurant off camera, and they tell me they had no idea what was going on or why police were called to their business. They reiterated that they never asked Townsend to leave, and they said he's welcome there anytime.
Of course, because if they had anything to do with it, let's just say they did have something to do with it, right? They're not going to say that now. Let's just be real. If they had anything to do with that, they're going to do everything they can to avoid problems in the very near future. Then also on top of that, the fact that they're sitting there saying, the officer's like, "What are yours smoking the marijuana?" Huh? And he's sitting there going, "I wasn't smoking anything. What are you talking about? I wasn't doing anything." And you're sitting here saying that this guy, and he's sitting there, the officer's sitting here saying that he wasn't racially profiling Marcus Townsend. You have got to be kidding me. Now, we got some more information about that story too, which I'm going to pull up here as well. I just
want to point out something real quick, is that it's a felony to be drunk and have carrying around a gun. It's not a felony for police to do that, but it's still illegal for police to do that. So, I mean, he's breaking the law right there by being drunk and having a firearm, because that's federal law, so you can't get around that. So, I mean, technically, he's the only one breaking the law on the video, and he's recorded doing so because he's got his gun and he's drunk, and that should not be the case.
Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold up. Sorry. Now, from my understanding, hold on. From my understanding, the officer has been suspended. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So far, that's weird. Okay. Because the article that I had was something that was old, but so far, he is right now. He was removed from schedule pending an investigation into the incident. He is being paid while on leave. The incident occurred at the G&G restaurant. So yes. And apparently he has something very interesting as well here. So his name is William Moore. Officer William Moore. This drunk son of a gun. It's named William Moore. He's on paid leave right now, or as of the reporting of this article, which was as far as they say 8 a.m. on Saturday, or the incident happened on the 17th of April. This article was written, let me just see here, a few days ago, 4 days ago. So right now he was on leave for he was put on leave the following Monday. The newspaper reported. Obviously, we already just saw the video. Now he's also faced charges, by the way. This is what's so interesting. Moore faced charges in 2017 for allegedly assaulting a teenage boy. Yeah. The most serious charges were dismissed, and he paid a fine for a summary count of harassment. So far, he is still on leave unless there is more information. But right now, this piece of trash is still on leave. Now, you got a guy who's running around. You got a cop like this, who's clearly drunk, clearly got some issues there, running around racial profiling random black men. At first, it was a dog. At first, he was trying to go after them because of their service dog and say, "Hey, where your papers at for your dog?" Clearly, he was trying to find something. He was trying to find anything. Then it escalated. As soon as his girl, he was like, "Hey, girlfriend, go take the dog, go home. It'll be fine. Just go home. I'm gonna stay. I'll try to de-escalate," because obviously he was going after Marcus. He was going after Marcus Townsend the entire time. He didn't give two damns about anything. He wanted to take Marcus down. Go ahead, David.
It's actually against the law to ask for documentation for service dogs because it's protected under the American Disability Act that prohibits both the public and private businesses from asking for or discriminating against anyone that has a guide dog or a service dog.
So you got somebody out here who's drunk as hell, running around, acting a damn fool, asking for papers that he shouldn't be asking for. Then the dog gets taken away. So it should remedy the problem, right? No. Next thing you know, he goes, "Hey, I'm here for you because they called me about you. Give me your ID. I want to see your ID." Then the guy's like, "I don't have to show you my ID." He's like, "Yes, you do." He complies anyway. He gives him the ID. Next thing you know, he goes, "Hey, give me a breakdown of this guy. I need a background check on Marcus Townsend." Like he's trying to find anything to get this guy in trouble. The guy goes, "Hey, you're racial profiling." "Oh yeah, I hate black people. I just hate them." Literally. Then on top of that, he's sitting there going, "Oh, I saw you outside smoking weed. There's reports of you smoking weed." The hell are you talking about? Now you are literally leaning so hard on racial profiling that you're just going to try to pull out anything out that ass to try to bring this guy in. Then when you find out there's nothing on him, you try to get him to leave the restaurant. I don't know why you had it out on this dude. I don't know why officer, hopefully soon to be ex-officer, Willie Moore, I don't know why they had it out on poor Marcus Townsend, but this guy was trying to find anything. And that's the one thing that gets very, very scary about law enforcement, especially when it turns from being pulled over, let's just say. You get pulled over for a broken taillight, and it turns into a hashtag. Or you get pulled over, or you're something so small. Cop can come up and just do whatever the hell they want. That's ridiculous.
I mean, this is just like one of those examples of where police just aren't held to the same standards as us, and they're not going to. I mean, we have this video here of this officer committing several crimes, even as an officer, like federal crimes that are specifically crimes for officers, like drinking with his firearm. And obviously, we have witnesses. The owner of the place never called for or asked the police to come in there, apparently. So that was false as well. So basically, I mean, we have an officer who's just committing a few crimes on camera that comes into a place that he wasn't asked to come to and starts bothering this guy. Yeah, I mean, it is obviously racial profiling. I mean, he starts talking about having problems with his like race or whatever before he's even talking to the guy very much.
"I can't stand your attitudes."
Yeah. And so this should be one of those clear-cut cases where the officer is fired and goes under investigation for breaking federal law. But that's probably not going to be what happens. But we can be hopeful. At least it didn't end up tragically, because let's be real, if it did, they would still be defending that cop, and they'd probably be defending him even harder right now.
You know, it's frustrating because this is the time when King Timma just said it, and that's true facts. At least he didn't bust out the "I fear for my life" type situation, but God forbid he did something, gesticulated quickly, put his hands up fast, had a cell phone in his hand that was in a dark alley or in a dimly lit area, and he's like, "Oh, he's being aggressive." Pop, pop, pop. I mean, thank God this Marcus Townsend guy is still alive and didn't turn into anything worse. But this dude was clearly trying to escalate the situation as much as he could. He wanted to find some action. He went in there for the dog. The dog didn't work out, so he tried to find a background check on the dude. Dude was clean. Next thing you know, he's sitting there going, you were smoking weed. He wasn't doing as such. Then he's like, you can't be in this facility. The guy's like, why can't I be here? And you know what I'm saying? It just kept on escalating because this dude was trying to find something. And it sucks because this is the fear that we all have out here when it comes to dealing with 5-0. That there's this fear of as soon as you get pulled over, and just because they don't like either the way you are dressed or the color of your skin, they're gonna go and sit there and try to find anything under the sun to rein you in. And then all of a sudden, you move funny, you gesticulate quickly, or you gesticulate in what they perceive as a violent manner. Next thing you know, you turn into a hashtag. Marcus Townsend could have been a hashtag if he did not handle that situation the way that he did. And oh, thank you, baby Jesus, that he did not have a warrant out for his arrest. Thank you, baby Jesus, that he had a clean record. Because if he didn't, this would have gotten much, much worse so fast. And that's what's so sad and frustrating about this story. Because I hear these kind of stories all the time. This story that we just watched right now, the only difference that we saw right here is that this guy was clearly drunk. That's the only added piece to this story. That's the only sprinkles on top of this usual Sunday that we're usually used to consuming on a daily basis. The only difference is that this guy was clearly inebriated. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same old story. It's a broken record. It's sad, y'all. Real talk, it's really, really sad. The other part that does really upset me, though, too, is that this dude is still, at least as far as the taping of this show right now, is still on paid leave. Like this dude, there should be zero tolerance type situations. Also, here's the other thing. They don't do toxicology tests. You know, they don't do drug tests and alcohol tests on officers after an incident happens, which is exactly what they should be doing more and more nowadays, but they don't. Guarantee you they didn't try to do any breathalyzer test on him or anything of that sort, just to make sure that he wasn't intoxicated. That could have just been his demeanor. That could have just been how he talks. That could be it too. But this guy was clearly, in my personal opinion, intoxicated. But they don't have it for everybody. They don't have it for the cops, but they have it for everybody else. That don't make no sense to me at all. And those are the kind of things that need to be reapproached, so that there's justice on both sides of the shield. Anyway, we got to jump into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare, STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and
Yeah,
all that.
no, I
So
don't
what are
blame
you
them.
guys doing in regards to that?
Well, and we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
You're gonna perform
I'm sorry,
tonight.
I can't make this interview boring because this
No, it's
man
not
is
boring.
too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being a part of the conversation. Like I always say, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go crush that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. I do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I do an evening show Tuesdays through Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So come on, hit that subscribe button, join in on the fun. And hey, if you got some time and you want to support this channel, please go hit that join button down below. Be a part of the family. You know what I mean? Become a family member. $4.99 a month helps supply and fuel this show so I can keep giving you your stories. Okay, guys? So please, if you get some time, hit that join button. That would really, really mean a lot. All right, it's time to jump into this. Now, this is something that's a little funny and left field, but we're going to go with it. You know, it's not something that we hear every day. You know, there's a lot of thieves out there. Okay, there's a lot of idiots out there. Let's just say that not everybody. You got to be a certain level of idiot to want to go and rob a place, especially when you want to rob a McDonald's. And Kenrick Jenkins, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That really means a lot. Love the GIF, I guess that's what it would be called. Thank you so much. Anyway, here it is, y'all. McDonald's robber demands chicken nuggets, but has to accept breakfast food because it's still too early. Oh, break my heart. It's breaking my heart. So, McDonald's most definitely is very strict about their what time lunch starts. So a man has been jailed for robbing a McDonald's in England, no less, and making off with not only some cash but also food. Unfortunately for him, not only did he get caught, but he also wasn't even able to get the meal that he was hoping for at the time of the robbery. So Rudy Batten pleaded guilty to robbing a McDonald's in February. Okay, so according to the news outlet, Batten claimed to have had a gun, demanded money from the register, and forced a manager to give him access to the store's safe. On his way out, this is when you know for a fact you're getting real cocky because you think you got everything. You think you're going to get out scot-free. Okay, this is real. On his way out, Batten reportedly demanded some food of some of the fast food franchise's famous chicken McNuggets. Unfortunately for him, it was too early in the day and the restaurant was only serving items from its breakfast menu. So, of course, he doesn't have time. He's in the middle of a robbery. Okay? So, apparently he was unwilling to wait for some nuggets to be cooked. So, Batten made off with a double sausage McMuffin instead. Yes. Okay, so Batten, with all this energy and all this effort that he did, Batten reportedly stole more than $600 from the restaurant. He was reportedly identified by CCTV cameras, and he turned himself in to the authorities later that day. So he hadn't even gotten away with this ish, y'all. He hadn't even gotten away with this ish. And he didn't even have a full day. He didn't have a full day to fully enjoy this ish. Oh my God. All right. I feel like he only went in there just for the chicken nuggets. I'm telling you, those things are delectable. Okay? You're missing out if you haven't tried the chicken McNugget with that dipping sauce, with that sweet and sour, bruh.
The hot and sour, yeah.
The sweet
yeah,
and sour, baby. Woo.
Yeah.
Just a little dabble. Or if you want to feel a little crafty, you can do the sweet and sour and then dip it into some barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? You got to stir it around, and then pop it in. Bam! I'm just telling you, bruh. Fire! So I get it. I get it that he was like, wait. Before I leave, hold up, love. Let me get some of them chicken McNuggets. They're like, it's gonna be about 15 minutes. He's like, do I have time? Nope, I don't have time. What else you got? Like he got a choice. Oh my God. So anyway, he turned himself in. Okay, later that day. It was discovered that instead of an actual gun, Batten had been threatening his victims with an unloaded air pistol. So a BB gun. So he has recently been sentenced to 6 years in prison. Batten reportedly claimed that he had robbed the restaurant in order to get money to pay back a debt. So I guess he had some loan sharks out there. I don't know. His lawyer said that he was ashamed and embarrassed by his actions. Crazy to think that you got somebody out here. This dude right here. This is what he looks like. You know, he's hard up on some money, and I get it. You know, it's hard out here for a pimp. I get it. You know what I mean? It's hard out here for a pizimp. So I get it. Okay? Sometimes you got to make ends meet. You know, you're trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I get all of that. But you were successful getting your $600 from that Mickey D's. And then as you're running out the dough, you go, wait. I'm kind of famished. Hold up. Chicken McNuggets. Go. Come on. And they're like, sorry, it's breakfast time. Shoot, it's not 10:30 yet. I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
If he got his chicken nuggets and he had enough protein, he might have been able to stay away from the cops, but he probably just crashed because he didn't have all that meat.
No, he didn't have all that meat. So yes.
I kind of want to know how this situation went down too, because it seems like a very specific order. So like he came in for chicken nuggets, and he leaves with like a very specific double stack sausage. I don't know, McGriddle or whatever they said it was.
Yeah.
But like
he likes
like was he just bargaining with the cashier up there like, give me all your money and then like my chicken nuggets? And they're like, well, we don't have chicken nuggets.
He's like a cheeseburger.
He starts going through the list like, do you got like
fries?
Can I get like a McMuffin, maybe a Happy Meal, something here?
Something, man. Fries? How about a hash brown? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, she's like, no, sorry, love, no.
You have to. You ask for like the like chicken biscuit that's really good, and they're like, you gotta wait 5 minutes. He's like, damn, can't wait. The police will be here. How about just a McMuffin?
He's like, man, I gotta go. Let me just get this McMuffin real quick. Okay, thank you. Snatched, ran, and then I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't fully pleased with the food, or maybe I don't know. I don't know, but he did end up turning himself in. Maybe him going to jail is a little bit more safe, a little bit safer for him. You know what I'm saying? In comparison to him going and being out there, if he literally owes people money. I don't know how people get into that situation. Real talk, bro. I don't know how people get into that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Actually, you know what? Actually, that's a good question. Sidecar just said, that's the video I want to see. You know what? Let me see. Is there a video on this ish? Hold up. Let's find out. Because there's a news clip, but I don't know if they show the CCTV video. But hold on, there's ads and all this crap. Gotta love that crap. Come on, we get it. We get it. Come on, come on, come on. That was a long ass commercial, bruh. No, it looks like it's not even. Yeah, I guess there's no video. No, there's no video. Damn. That would have been epic if there was. That would have been epic if there was. But unfortunately, there is no CCTV footage in this. That would have been something that would have been hilarious to see. Real talk. But yeah, man, sometimes you just gotta Sometimes you just gotta eat. Sometimes you just got to eat. Oh my God. Well, anyway, that is the show, everybody. I do appreciate everybody for coming on, man. I appreciate it. I love all you guys. David, thank you so much for being on, man.
Yeah, it was a good show, man.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show, man. And of course, to all the super chats and all the people who have joined the membership, it does really, really mean a lot. Last shameless plug. Please go hit that join button down below. $4.99 helps support this show so I can keep giving you guys your stories, keep talking about the breaking news, etc. It's great to be back on this platform and on this channel again. Keep sharing the love. Keep sharing, keep sharing the show if you can. Please spread the word about this show. Tell them to hit the subscribe button and keep watching these stories. I will be coming out with some pop-up videos throughout the weekend as well. I do have a special Speak On It segment for tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. It might be a little bit earlier than we usually do, but it is a conversation that I think that we all need to have, and it's going to be something more of an open discussion. And, you're going to want to tune in and talk and see this conversation. The other thing is, I forgot about this. Hold up. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Hold up. Dang it. I hate when this happens. I hate when it's like, oh, I'm about to leave. And then I'm like, oh, there's that thing. There's that announcement I got to do. Oh, yeah, that thing. Hold on. Because this is the thing. This is the thing. Hold on. Dag nabbit. So, time for things I find dope. And in things I find dope today, this is the one thing. I'm sorry this is the last minute, but I do want to let you guys know about this. On Tuesday, I'm doing something very, very fun. I'm going to be in a completely different place. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be kind of like we're going back to Cali. No, I'm kidding. I wish it was California. That would have been nice. But we are going to be at a spot that I used to do my show at. And the place is called the House of Soul. And what I'm very excited about is I'm going to be doing something very, very fun. I have Michael Baran, the owner and founder of Wildlife Command Center, coming onto the show. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of animals and critters and a lot of fun stuff, okay, live on the show Tuesday night. So the 7 p.m. show is going to be a new location, brand new, totally different thing, but it's going to be like a little bit of a special, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to look at a lot of animals. We're going to do a lot of games. It's going to be fun. So you guys definitely want to tune in for that because it's going to be redunculous. Okay. Also, the other thing is too, one thing, hold up. I don't know if you guys are fans of coffee. Okay. But I will be doing a big giveaway next Friday, and I might as well start giving you guys the heads up right now. So one of you guys will be very lucky and blessed to get a month's worth supply of Wildlife Command Center coffee. okay? And I want to let you guys know I'm literally drinking it right now. This is what I'm drinking right now. There's a little bit left. And I got to tell you, y'all, that this is delicious, all right? So this is an opportunity for you to get a month's worth of their dark roast and their breakfast blend, okay? Now, also on top of that, you get a coffee mug from Wildlife Command Center, okay? So, I'm very excited about it. There will be rules and, things that you're going to have to do so that you can, get it. You know what I'm saying? So, tune in. This week, I'll be explaining everything in detail, in great detail, starting on Monday. But then, I do have this fun event Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I'm going to be hanging out with the Wildlife Command Center crew. We're going to be seeing a whole bunch of animals, hanging out, and we're going to be doing some crazy, crazy games. It's going to be fun. It's going to be ridiculous and a whole lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that. Huge giveaway. Like I said, a month's supply. Like I got a whole box here. You know what I'm saying? Of coffee for that ass. Okay? So if you need some caffeine, if you need your fix of caffeine, I got you for a month right here. Right here. So that giveaway will be starting, or the competition, or the rules will be dropped on Monday, and then I will be giving it away live on the show Friday morning. Okay? So be on the lookout for this. Tuesday is going to be a lot of fun. That's why I wanted to let you guys know about that, because that's going to be a lot of fun too. I'm telling you right now, I don't like snakes. Let me say that again. I don't like snakes. Just to give a tiny hint of what's going to happen on Tuesday night. You don't want to miss that show. So be on the lookout for that, okay? So, like I said, Saturday's show is going to be a little bit different too, because I'm going to be in a different area, but I'll be sitting down with somebody very special. He was a Shark Tank winner, Cedric Cobb. And I'm very excited about having him on. So we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. And like I said, still going to be speak on it Saturday. It's just going to be tailored a tiny bit different. So I'm excited about having him on. And we're going to be talking about that on Saturday, tomorrow afternoon show. So tune in for that, okay? Anyway, it's time to get going. Appreciate all y'all. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. And we'll chop it up then, okay? Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Wishing you love, peace, and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that. So what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart. Right on. The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside. Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.